Paul, our 2025 to 26 home kit has a very familiar feel to it. When you look at that kit, does it bring back any special memories?
Many memories, to be honest. From the first game I played for Wigan Athletic, always memorable because I scored my first goal in the new shirt, and it was a big impact for me because my dream came through. I always was dreaming playing in the Premiership, and 2005, 2006 it came through, and it was outstanding.
You arrived at the start of 2006. What was it like, the conversation with David, and what made you want to come to this football club?
Actually, I had a few interests from other clubs in the Premier League, but for me, I was not always looking on the history. I was also looking on the development of the club. And what me really impressed was the way how Dave Whelan progressed Wigan Athletic from 1995 when he took over and said in 10 years' time we're gonna promote for the Premier League, and that was quite similar to my way. You know, nobody believed in me in Austria, and they said you're never going to make it a professional player. And in 2006 I could sign my first contract in the Premiership.
Did you love the story of Wigan Athletic and the romance and fairy tale side to it?
Yes, I'm very romantic, to be honest. And these kind of stories are made for me and made for my way, and that's why I decided when I think I got the first contact in beginning of December. There were interest. I get to know that there were interest from Wigan Athletic because Dave Whelan and Paul Jewell watched me against England in the national team. We played, I think, by end of October we played against England in Old Trafford, and from there on actually there was big interest in signing me.
And it was a move that really worked out really well. And you arrived in Wigan wearing a massive fur coat, which is now ingrained into our club's history. How often do you get asked about that fur coat, and did you expect to be talking about it 20 years later?
Not really, actually. When I bought it 25 years ago, to be honest, I bought it in Austria when I played for Austria Vienna, and I never expected that it could be a historical piece in my past.
And that fur coat actually got auctioned off for Joseph's goal a couple of years ago. That's a charity that's very close to your heart, and you often come back to Wigan to support that event.
Yes, definitely. It was no question for me that when I stopped using it, I'm gonna give it to a charity, to my favorite charity, of course, Joseph's Goal, and it was a great auction actually.
It was a very special night, and your career at Wigan, as you alluded to, it couldn't get off to a better start. You marked your debut with a goal in the Carling Cup semi-final. What do you remember of those two nights and two legs against Arsenal?
Decent. If I gonna watch the two games, they were to be honest, the outstanding occasion, because if you remember the away game, we were winning 1-0 at home, but away it was even more dramatical, to be honest, because we conceded 1-0, then it gone to extra time, then we conceded the second goal, I think in around 113th minute, and we got the away goal in the 119th minute, and it was unbelievable, the feeling.
Did you realise at the time that was a goal to send you through? Because I know a lot of them was a little bit of confusion, weren't there?
I was quite sure, to be honest, because I didn't hear any different about the rules actually, the away goal rules. So we are quite sure to celebrate actually.
That's perfect. And during your first spell at Wigan, you featured in almost 150 Premier League games and was elected the Club's Player of the Year in one of those seasons. Just how special was that time in that era of Wigan Athletic?
Yeah, decent, especially what you mentioned when you get voted for the players of this player of the season from the supporters. It meant a lot for me because I always tried to connect to the supporters because they are so vital and important for the club and for the players. And throughout the whole spell actually, there were some real magic moment.
Well, we're sat down and we are actually celebrating the 20th anniversary of our first Premier League season. I think it'd be rude not to talk about the 2013 FA Cup. Can you still believe that Wigan Athletic won the FA Cup?
It's still, it still stands out, to be honest, because nobody was expecting it. Of course, it was a shame that we couldn't stay in the Premier League, but overall, I think as a club size like Wigan Athletic winning the FA Cup, yeah, it was one of the biggest setups. To be honest, if you look on Manchester City, how they developed in the following years, it was a great achievement, and yeah, it still got a special place in my heart, and of course in the history of Wigan Athletic.
A lot of fans will class it as their greatest ever day, even on this planet. And do you have any special stories of that remarkable day, personal to you?
Actually, I felt quite sick before we went to the Wembley, because I was so excited and also so focused that my stomach went a bit crazy, and I hardly could finish the game because I felt very terrible at the end of the game. And after the game, actually, I got fever, 38 degrees. So it was quite intense Saturday for me. The only thing what I can do afterwards, after the game, was not celebration. I went straight into the bed.
Wow, yeah,
to recover, to be honest.
You won't be able to tell on the day of your performance as well that you was actually under the weather. You was unbelievable in that FA Cup final.
It was a dream for myself, actually. That's why I signed the loan deal with Wigan Athletic, because they were still in the FA Cup. And what you know, or what I mentioned before, I had a special FA Cup winning bonus in my contract.
That's always nice. That's always nice. You can't ever complain at that. Yeah. And in terms of obviously your time at the club, obviously the two spells, the fur coat, all those fantastic hairstyles over the years, you were definitely a cult hero amongst our fans. Is that feeling mutual? Do you have a lot of love for the Wigan Athletic supporters?
Yeah. It feels like family, and it's always a pleasure coming back and doing some fan and supporters experience, because I feel so connected. What I mentioned before, Wigan gave me the chance and to live my dream and play in the Premier League.
Paul, it's been 20 years, but you had a very famous chant when you was here. Do you remember how it goes?
Yes, of course. I will always remember, and it's quite easy actually. But should I chant it? Yeah. Paul Scharner, oh, Paul Scharner, oh, he comes from Austria. He's now a Wiganer. Paul Scharner, oh.
We'll start you at that last point. Paul Scharner is a Wiganer.
A Wiganer, yeah.
Does Wigan feel like your football home?
Yes, definitely. Actually, Wigan, I had my second longest spell in a club, and of course, because it was so special, it's English Premier League, and also what we achieved, there will be always a very special part in my heart.
Finally, we're speaking today at the 2025-26 home kit launch. What do you think of the kit?
Yeah, it looks great. To be honest, it's quite easy to impress me, because my favorite color is blue. So the stripes, or let's say the stripes are quite similar to the kit from 2005-2006, and it will be always restarting nice memories in my head, actually.
Can you see yourself wearing it on holiday or matching it with that famous fur coat?
Maybe. Let's see.